I once attempted to make a grilled cheese sandwich. I was 19 at the time, a wannabe artist and bad speller, still living at home with my parents. Reality was still outside, and I watched it from a distance with naive wonder. The future seemed so far away. But as I stared into the charred and blackened remains of the sandwich I had murdered, I saw the future. I saw my future. And it was then that I knew I was going to be dead before I was 30. I'm high and I'm low, if you know what I mean. Above all else, I'm bored, but for now I'm less aware. I'll do anything to be less aware. Drugs, booze, masturbation, chips, dip, Maury Povich, and self-mutilation. My life. I once found $5 in a ditch. As far as I can tell, it was the best day of my life. If you were a dentist or my grandfather, you would ask me what I plan to do with my life. The true answer, which I would never tell, is that I plan to delay reality for as long as possible, but it keeps seeping into my foggy dream world and nudges me as I try to sleep. I don't know what my deal is. I usually am pretty good at not taking myself too seriously, keeping some type of ironic distance from misery, being able to extract the humor out of any tragedy, but there is no tragedy or nothing is happening. But that doesn't mean that I am numb, that I feel nothing, because I do feel something. Boredom. I feel it in every sluggish move I make, and when I breathe in the air that I steal from the lungs of the motivated. I recall that there was once something I was supposed to be good at, something that only I could give to the world, but I kind of forgot what that was, so now I sit silently with a boiling brain. If I had my head stuck in a vice, or if I were on fire, I would know what to do in order to feel better, but what can I do with my current situation? How can I snuff out something that I can't even really define? All I have are distractions. I'm running away in many directions at once and going nowhere, held at the center by my lack of motivation, but not forcefully. It holds me gently and whispers to me softly, good enough, good enough, good enough, good enough, good enough, good enough. But it isn't good enough. I know that. But what can be done? I'm lazy. So I do in fact believe in fate. So I've waited and trusted in something else to do for me what I should be doing for myself. What can I do to change anything? You know, I'm told by major rock publications that Kurt Cobain and other suicide victims are the spokespersons for those of us who lived through the 90s. I guess that makes sense because they gave up. Too bad I wasn't able to live during a time when there were bands like Journey telling the world to don't stop believing. I love that song, for it's completely devoid of angst or bitterness. It is a solid beam of light, a pure, defiant, single-minded forward motion without concern as to why you should believe or how to believe, just that you should not stop believing. Just move forward and go. I could never write a song like that because I'm too afraid of having someone like myself judging me, so I'd have to distance myself from any act of sincerity or pure relentless joy by winking and being cynical towards it because I don't have enough courage to take any shit from anyone and just believe in it. We can't tell the world to don't stop believing because we hate ourselves. I really just want to be a victim. I want pity. I want to suffer. I want to hit rock bottom. I want to run out of all other places to go. I want to be inspired to move up, to hoist myself up and above my world of despair. But I just keep falling, and falling is boring without the threat of an end. I think I was in love once, but Probably not.